Donc, il y a 2 jours, on est venu avec le super méga 4x4 au champ de glace. Eh bien, on revient aujourd'hui, cette fois-ci pour une excursion à pied. Donc, on va grimper tout ça. Ça commence maintenant.
A.m., no wind.
Okay.
But then the sun comes out and warms up the air
Yeah.
in the summer, mostly only in the summer. So the air warms up, becomes less dense, so it rises. But the air up there is very, very cold because of the ice field. So that's very
Yeah.
close together, very dense. So then they switch. So the warm air goes up, cold air comes down.
Okay.
So all day, every single day,
It's a
every
cold
year,
one.
cold wind comes down.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, if a storm comes in, it changes everything. But if you have a nice clear day like today, which is calm, and there's no wind just over there or just over there, because the weather is very calm, and there's no wind up there either, but just on the glacier where the air is switching, you get this katabatic wind or this downward
Okay.
wind.
That's what they
Just
call
because cold air has to come down and warm air has to go up. So you guys may have seen the signs on the road coming in.
Yeah.
So down by the car park, I think it was 1960 or something.
I think
And then out by the ice
10,
center,
19,
1898.
yeah.
So it's not surprising glaciers receding. Most people know glaciers are receding, and they have been for a long time. But the rate of recession is what's interesting. So 1982. So in 39 years. Look at that. You'll see how far it's gone. So it's not interesting that the glacier is getting smaller, because that's happening everywhere. That's very old news. What's interesting is how quickly it's getting smaller. And it's getting quicker and quicker and quicker every week. And this is a place where you can see it very well illustrated.
Okay.
To my understanding, and I'm not a glaciologist, right? Just a guide. To my understanding, the glaciers have been shrinking for a very long time, which is generally good, because 100,000 years ago there were glaciers right across North America, and that would be very bad for us, right?
Yeah.
You'd be able to ski year round, but still, bad. So they've been in recession for quite a while. And in fact, 200 years ago, this glacier was all the way down there, and it would have buried that building. But then we started burning fossil fuels and doing lots of other things, industrial farming, and that started to increase the rate. So when you see the glacier now, it's still very large, of course. It's still about 7 kilometers long, kilometer wide, 1 to 200 meters thick. And the glaciologists are saying now that it'll be gone in 40 years.
In 40 years.
40 years.
So quick.
Yeah, exactly. So I assumed that my grandchildren wouldn't be able to see it, but I assumed that I would die of old age, and it would still be there. And they're saying, no way, it's gonna be long gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's very scary. Again, not that it's going so quickly.
Yeah.
And when it's gone, then the Athabasca River will be dry in August.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
that's my meaning.
But as it moves, it leaves these scratches on the rock from the ground. A big bulldozer. It also leaves piles on the sides. So those are the side piles.
Okay.
So it moves downhill. So as the glacier melts back, it leaves the dirt behind. Draw a line in your mind's eye from the top of that pile to the top of that pile right over our heads. You get an idea of how big the glacier is. About 2 meters. And as it melts back, the dirt stays there, of course. It looks man-made. It's not like a pile. Yeah. It's actually.
good.
When you look close, you can see ice and snow inside.
Oh yeah?
So imagine the glacier melts back, over hundreds and hundreds of years.
Regardez, j'ai trouvé un fossile incroyable. Incroyable fossile.
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You'd be surprised what we find here. We have a whole collection of stuff we found in the glacier over the last 40 years.
Oh yeah?
All the guides, they find something weird.
Because they lost it some way.
Yeah. They used to be, during the war, there was a camp here and on the next glacier where they used it for some kind of training.
Okay.
Preparation for fighting in Europe. And so temporarily they had some camps here, so a few huts, and they left some machines behind. We're talking about 1940, right?
Yeah.
So back then, if your truck broke down, you're like, leave it, you walk away.
Yeah.
Where we wouldn't do that now.
No, of course.
So most of the stuff we find is very old. Once in a while, you find old ski.
Yeah.
Or
someone lost it.
Yeah. And once there was I can't remember who found it a few years ago. Somebody found a ski and a backpack. Tent, a whole bunch of stuff. No person posted pictures on Facebook of the ski. And a guy in Calgary said, "Oh, that's mine." He lost it 27 years earlier.
Yeah.
He fell down, he got injured. Parks came and rescued him. But of course, they didn't bother taking his skis or his backpack. Like, no. There was a storm coming in or something, so they just got him out and his friend. And they left some of the equipment behind. So it was
They find it years after. Oh my god.
Yeah, so he took it back.
What those pipe are doing here?
There's actually a lot of them. We'll show you when we get higher up. It's actually for measuring the glacier. We'll put our crampons on here.
Okay.
Have a little bit of a break too. Grab some tea or water if you like. The ice field up there is the biggest in North America outside of Alaska.
The ice field over there?
Yeah, which you can just see the edge of. Just way up there.
Okay.
That's the edge of the Columbia Icefield.
Okay.
So this is connected to that. Yeah, where it's kind of like oceans. Like why is the Atlantic Pacific named an ocean? So where you break it up is really a human idea. So we have an ice field connected to many, many, many glaciers. So what makes one a glacier, one an ice field is kind of a human idea. From a nature perspective, it's all one large piece of ice. It doesn't really matter what you call it. Are you ready to walk on the glacier?
Yes, we are.
Excellent. Don't fall in.
Thanks for the advice.
So this is a relatively safe glacier. There's very few crevasses or mill wells or any dangerous bits, but there are a few. So as we walk up, I will ask you guys to stay in my track space. And there's a few places where we will hopefully find a crevasse or mill well we can look in. Very, very careful. So if I stop, don't go running past me.
No.
sure my van couldn't do that. It doesn't look deep on those tires. Those are...
Brake repairs should be expensive on this bus.
Yeah, imagine the tire change.
Tire change too. Oh, okay, there's a big love over there.
What did he say?
He says, I love you.
Oh! I have no idea who that is.
No. Maybe misunderstanding the person.
I think he's been in the camp too long.
ici. And the photo was taken in 1992. Okay.
Most of this has not changed much.
That's update.
Okay, now you have to eat it. Okay. Very good for you. High nutrients.